Okay. So I guess we'll start beginning.
In the
As
beginning,
you all three of you have gathered this pretty much newly set up layer location with several, we'll call them top of the line. You call them top of the line. They will do for now. Training facilities and a very steam new workshop, which one of you at least can perform all the needed experiments. Devise whatever tools he may want in the future. You find yourself kind of like the end of the Copper Bottom Road, overlooking the canal as the inky black water just flows ever so slowly to the city of Dusk. A city which, well, its importance to the Empire is cannot be overstated. This is the jewel of the North. It's a very mighty and impressive city, surrounded by a barrier, a wall of light, protecting those inside from ghosts and other beings that wander outside the Deathlands. You are a new crew. You've been cobbled together. A very simple mission. Make it big in this life. Money, influence, power, and perhaps your own personal goals. You find yourselves in one of the city's more tumultuous districts, Rosefoot. A place where houses get stacked upon one another until they resemble almost like towers of poverty, as the people here are not the richest nor the cleanest, but they are the most resilient. A district known for its criminal activities, and well, at the moment, the gang, the gangs at least, are not. Well, it's a very tense situation between them. The Crows, the district's main, most powerful and influential gang, has been having troubles recently. Their last leader disappeared mysteriously, nobody, nowhere. And the new one took over, and she is struggling a bit. And seeing this opportunity, two other gangs rose to prominence and have begun challenging wherever they can. The Lamplacks, an old lamplighter guild that, well, has decided that crime is much more profitable these days. And the Red Sashes, swordsmen from a land far beyond Duskwall. Between these three, there's a small conflict that hasn't yet just completely hasn't completely gone hot, but it's getting there. Things are very tense, to say the least. Of course, with how you set up the situation, you have managed to ingratiate yourselves, make friends, not piss people off, at least not in this area of the city. No matter how much you would try, it's impossible to please everyone. But as of right now, you find yourselves in your humble abode. It's a place that shall serve as your base of operations. As you are gonna meet here the person responsible for the most of the setup, as she has gathered all of you here to discuss and maybe set up a sort of baseline for communications. Certain noble lady, one Irimina Easton. As this is maybe the first time you meet each other. As who would be the first to arrive at the new refurbished lair?
Not Ignatius. I'll say that much.
I love that qualification. Not me.
I think I would arrive first. Cause
I think I would just like be in the neighborhood, but not go in first exactly.
The one they call Gudumi. You walk the dark streets of Dasvon, barely illuminated by electroplasmic powered lamps. As you get to this part, which is, well, who would even bother lighting up this area? As you open the door and make your way inside, things quite dark, but the darkness doesn't really bother you. No, the friends you tend to have, darkness provides a weird sort of comfort.
indeed it does.
As you have your own personal lamp, and used to see, you begin inspecting the premise, and pretty much does what it was promised. You can see the training facilities, all of them that you requested, and a bit further in the back there's a workshop room that's has a lot of the tools one might need. You're not a very sciencey person. This is not, you don't really understand what most of these things are, but I mean, it looks right.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's here for a reason.
Exactly.
So this is the first time we get to the new layer, right? We
Yeah.
haven't been here first. Okay.
No, the noble lady has helped you set up the place. You probably interacted with some of the people around when you first showed up, and letting them know, hey, we're setting up a base of operations. Here's some money to leave us be. But
Oh, yeah.
no, I think this is the first time you see everything just kind of like put together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, can I also arrive at the lair?
Yes. As Gala, you make your way. You can spot there's like a tiny light that seems to beam from one room to another as you also make your way. Seeing this, kind of like, how would you describe that?
Seth is not very tall and not very short, but he's like a bit hunched on himself, so he looks a bit shorter. He's dressed in like baggy black clothes, so you can't really tell if he's muscular or fat. Like you can't really tell what his corporature is like. But his face looks a bit gaunt, and he has black hair that's cut like a bit weirdly because he kind of cuts it himself. And overall has a bit of an off-putting face because he's like kind of smiling, but it's a bit sleazy.
Kniving.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. When you see him, it's besides the kind of like the exterior that you've just been told. Something just feels off about him. You can't really tell what, but just gives you the very creepy vibe, to say the least. You are very like socially adept person. You can tell these sort of things, and you can tell something is well, not right. But then again, this is the business you work with. You have to work. You have been told that this new crew has some very skilled people. And Duskfall, that can either mean one of two things. Either they're very skilled at something more mundane, they're a fighter, they have money, they're good with people like yourself. Or they're skilled on the other end of the spectrum, the more supernatural one, which, well, I'll let you tell me how familiar, how at ease Gala would we be with these sort of people.
I think Gala would be very, like, in the business itself, or like these kind of people, because I think it's the same kind as in he's very unassuming, just a run of the mill, every normal guy. If you see him 1 second, you forget him the next one until you make eye contact. Then you're like, ooh, he has something. I don't know if it's trust or unnervingness. Like, should I trust this man or should I not? Because I don't know. Because it's weird like that. But other than that, other than the eye contact, it's just there.
Gloomy, as you go around, you do hear Gala walk in.
Unassuming. Hello, folks.
Well, what would we have been told anything about each other?
Very basic things, I feel. Kind of like a name, your alias, more or less, and sort of the specialty. You know that, Gala, you would know that Gloomy is your occult expert. You know, you have one occult expert and one more rational, science-based expert.
Yeah.
Well, and you, Gloomy, would know
I-
that. Listen, talking to people, that's for others. That's for others.
Yeah. Listen, I think you can understand why Gloomy gets called Gloomy, even though he didn't really choose the name himself. But as he's like snooping around a bit, but as he sees you come in, he like looks up, smiles as like he walks towards you and tries to take your hand to shake it, but like with both hands. As he says, "Oh, very, very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. I am Gloomy. I was waiting for everyone here. Are you the first one to arrive, right?"
I am! And I vigorously shake it too. But I vigorously shake it just to, like, get a grasp of, like, what kind of person he is, how is he built, why is he like this? I'm trying to get a read on him. By the way, Flavia, are you Seth or are you Gloomy?
Gloomy is the alias.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the alias you were given. You don't know actually each other's name.
Perfect, okay. So, what is the next step that we're gonna do here while still shaking your hand? Did you have a tour already? Is there something interesting here?
Well,
I don't break eye contact while saying all of this.
I just arrived myself. Just looking around. I think our host will be able to tell us more, but we're missing one.
I guess we should wait then for the third one.
Is
You
Crawford?
can call me Gala, by the way.
Well, pleasure to meet you, sir. As he makes the gesture to like take his hat off, but he doesn't have a hat.
Okay.
That's a good question. Would Crawford just actually be late, or just it's like a minute late?
Just a minute late, you would just run through the door.
As you kind of like sit there a bit awkwardly, handshaking, just kind of like the door gets like swung wide open as you kind of hear the heavy breathing of a man, just clearly in a rush to get here. As well, did you ever give me an alias? No. How about you give me one now, Mac?
Viper.
Because you can be like Arai and just
Yeah,
give
Venom.
me
Yeah,
give me
yeah,
the only the alias. But
yeah, Venom or Viper.
okay, Venom, I
Ooh,
guess.
we're all so edgy.
Hell
Listen,
yeah.
Listen, he was asking me for an alias. I didn't initially have one.
Isn't Viper more cooler? I think Viper is.
I mean, you
cooler.
can go with your public name if you want to.
No. He wouldn't go with the public name.
You can be that criminal. Just, here's my home address, by the way.
my social security number.
Security number, my shoe size.
Here's
My IP address.
Here's a picture of me just in case you forget.
Yeah, how do I look? Like, don't look at my Discord picture.
But yeah, no, you kind of like see the man just heavily breathing and catching his breath. It appears you're not too late, Crawford. The main client hasn't arrived.
Right on time.
I go up to him and just to introduce myself. Hi there. You're the last one?
Alright, mate, that should be correct. Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you. I put out my hand for a handshake.
Yeah.
You can call me Gala.
Call me Venom. Whatever suits your fancy. Red nose.
Venom it is then.
Alright, Gala. Pleasure meeting you. Hopefully this will be a most fruitful endeavor.
I sure hope the same.
Is gloomy anywhere?
Yeah, Gloomy kind of walks up to you too and takes your hand with both hands again as he shakes it very enthusiastically. Oh, pleasure to meet you, sir. I am Gloomy. I'm sure we'll be superb work partners.
Oh, I see. Oh, we all reached the start. That's what we do. Appreciate the enthusiasm.
Well, it's time we make a name for ourselves, right? This is good for us.
It's a beginning at least.
How old are you guys? As he looks at Venom and
I think it's somewhere between 40 and 50. Yeah, somewhere around 50. I mean, 40, 48 or something. 48, 52. That range.
Keeps getting older. Like
that
60,
range.
like 70.
Just rather
It's,
But
it's
that
only,
amount
it's
of
only
that amount of alcohol, who can really tell?
yeah, somewhere between 40 and 50.
somewhere between 30 and 60, I'd say.
Yeah. I'm like late 30s.
Age is a bit older, on the older side.
So, what do we know about Irmina in the sense, like, she chose us for this job, but like, I
Rich
don't know.
noble lady, pays well.
blue blood.
Not,
that sounds enough.
Yeah, there's not that much. None of you, I think only maybe Gala would be able to. It's kind of like the person. That's a good question. Like, how many of you would be like? Because Gala's like from the underworld. Crawford is from academic sphere, and you are just again from the underworld. So none of you have that many, I would say, noble connections.
Mhm.
So yeah, information is somewhat limited for you.
Yeah, he
Would
went
I
to the
know
books.
like stories and shit? Like, would I know rumors?
There's no controversies about her, which I either a very good sign or a very bad sign.
Fair enough. Okay.
She's like a noble, but she's probably not like a heavyweight in the city. She's not,
Hmm.
because there are like 6 families who are like the ruling families, which those are the heavyweights. She's not part of them, but she probably is working with one of them, although you just don't know who.
Do we know if she's like from a branch family from one of the 6?
You know she's not.
Okay. So she's an outlier, a secret 7th option.
I mean, there are other nobles, but they're just like less important than.
Fair enough.
For a noble to work with the likes of you, she's definitely much more open-minded. That's for sure. Nobles
Fair enough.
wouldn't generally work with you, at least not directly. They get like other people to do that for them.
Yeah.
But apparently, she doesn't mind getting her hands somewhat dirty.
So she's open-minded or she is desperate. It's one of the
Yes.
two.
Yeah, you kind of like hear a carriage outside as its wheels spin and stop in front of the building. And as you kind of like glance out the window, you see there's like a kind of like a big man who like looks like a bodyguard. He'll open the door, and out steps your client, dressed rather fancifully as you would expect. The walking cane and very much rich clothes. Definitely stands out as she begins walking towards the building, escorted by her bodyguard.
I'll go up to her from a respectable distance and to say hi. Milady.
See, you have all gathered here. Very well. I hope, and she kind of like as she walks in, she'll glance around and then look at the 3 of you and say, I hope you find your new facility adequate.
Sure is.
Wonderful.
Oh,
I believe you'll have plenty of time to get familiar with it, as much as you have to get familiar with each other. I have decided to put you this place for you, and well, hopefully it will bear fruit, as I do need capable people. You all seem very capable, my understanding.
We try.
Now tell me, have you managed to at least talk with some of the more important notables in this area?
well, we have been going around while we were settling, so like,
Good.
did we personally talk to the
Yes.
crows? Okay.
At least like someone did, because you did just pay them
Yeah.
and have like, so you have very good relations with people. You definitely talked to the crows when you started setting up the place, paying them off. You also got friendly with the Foghounds when they helped smuggle the stuff you needed for the workshop. There's like people who don't like you, but They are not even from around here, so who even cares about them?
Sounds very ominous.
It is. Yes. Very good, very good.
We're just getting to know the area, to be honest.
Yes. Well, this is my hope is that you will manage to settle in a bit more. This district is rather. The situation is a bit unstable. I'm sure you are aware of this.
Hmm.
And, well, I don't really like instability. I'm hoping that with time you will be the ones to remedy that.
Obviously, we'll try our best. As long as it's compensating.
Of course. Proper services will always be paid. I only work with professionals.
Well, we found them, and I bow.
Just kind of like very kind of like smile as he pulls out this sort of piece of paper. This has some information on the first job I need you to do. There's certain blue coat that has gotten a bit too overzealous for his own good. As you can imagine, in this sort of place, the law enforcement should know its limitations and just only truly intervene when it's called for. Well, this man hasn't gotten the memo. So, well, I need to send a message to, well, not to him, but to others who may also foolishly follow in his footsteps. And I think you are the best ones to send that message. I shall kind of like hand you that parchment. Let me know when it's done, and I will send you the payment.
I just nod.
Of course, my lady. We will not disappoint you.
Says well, is there anything else you would need?
I look at the others. I think for now we're okay.
Facilities should be sufficient.
Wonderful.
I imagine all the information we need is on the parchment, so
She nods.
then we shan't keep you more than
Shit.
needed. Shan't.
Perfect. Efficient. I like it. And she'll smile again and says, well, if you need to reach out, you know how. Have a pleasant evening. She'll kind of like start walking out as we'll get back in her carriage and they'll drive away. Leaving you alone. Your new base.
Gloomy kind of gets immediately close to you, Gala, as she looks over your shoulder to the to the parchment. Come on, open it! Open it!
Okay, relax. I open it and start reading it.
Yeah, it gives you details about this blue coat. The blue coats, you know, are the city's police, the law enforcement. They are present in every district, some much more prominent than others. They can be deadly if you piss them off enough that they actually deploy. The good thing about the blue coats is that they're so corrupt, it's usually just easier to pay them off. If you pay them, if you play nice with them, they will tend to look the other way. Especially that's kind of the deal in Crow's Foot. They're in, most of them are in the gang's pockets, and if things don't get bad enough so that the actual like sort of the equivalent of internal affairs show up, they'll be chill. But apparently the guy you like have to deal with, he is not chill. Certain, let me just find a name generator.
I was just gonna ask for his name.
Does he have a picture? Does he have a picture, Grant?
Steve.
No.
Constable Steve,
Do
the
you
honest
think?
cop.
Do you think I would bother with this? I don't expect you to fail that badly. A certain Carter. And there's like a physical description of him. There's a name. And well, I mean, you know where the precinct is. That's pretty much it. You are told he does have a tendency to frequent the brothel when he thinks nobody is looking.
Okay. I'm just giving a quick look at my abilities. I do have Cloak and Dagger, so I can
You
practically.
can dress as a fucking whore and go fucking.
No! I
No.
turn into a sexy lady. So how do we want to go on about this, guys? Gloomy Venom? Or
Well,
was it Poison? Venom, yeah.
Venom. Whatever.
So we
Well,
obviously need to take care of this. And
Since,
taking care is like killing him. So
since he is the enjoyer of the fine woman of the night, I'd say slip him a drink with a little extra spice. Should do the trick.
Well,
Well,
here's the
maybe we
first thing
should-
that's kind of like kind of like notice, Gala. The brothel he frequents is one of the more known ones in the district, the Ivory Flower, a place that's under the protection of the Lamplax, and it's a very good. There's some very good fortune for you right now, as you do know the Lamplax leader. He is in fact one of your best friends.
was Baz. Basil's Baz,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually do know the leader of the brothel, so that's actually fortunate. I think he might be able to help us.
Perfect then.
Do we want to involve more people? Maybe.
He doesn't need to know the details. He never asks.
No, if you say so.
Just ask him about the friend, an old time friend.
Exactly. You can just go up to my best friends. You can just be like, do you ever see this guy coming in here? And if you do, can you give us a nod? And that's all he needs to do.
Well, what? I mean, we know he frequents the brothel, but what comes after that? Do we just slip him the drink, say he died of a heart attack? His heart was just too frail for the activities.
He couldn't handle that puss.
Add a bit
Do
too
not.
much. Add a bit too much chemical enhancers.
Could also be a thing.
Drug overdose. Many such cases.
Yeah, because we don't want to make it bloody, and especially not in the brothel.
What do we know?
Your
Yeah.
friend would also not be happy about.
Grunt. What do we
Exactly.
know? Yeah, if drugs are if there's no drug policy in that brothel, or if drugs are common. I'm not sure how dirty this brothel is. Or
Drug policy. Yeah, the FDA will investigate them. What?
yeah, no.
What do you mean by that?
Basically, do people like also engage in like a heavy consumption of drugs in the brothel, or will you get kicked out by the?
They probably do. It's not known for its drugs, but
It's
I
not
mean,
unknown. Basically,
yeah,
yes.
it's not like nobody's gonna check you. Like, sir,
All
what
right,
are you
then.
smoking over there? No,
Yeah.
outside now. Like now.
All right then. Yeah.
Sir,
While
this is
having
a
sex.
Sir, this is a proper establishment. No,
All right then. Basically, yeah,
it's called the Ivory Flower. It's not like that.
Okay.
It's just
all right.
it's the
Not that
name.
fancy.
You know, it's like the prancing pony with
Yeah.
marketing.
Marketing, love
Yeah.
it. Branding.
A overworked police officer wanted to relax. Relax too much. What a sad story indeed.
Yeah, after a few drinks, we just slip it in. So it's so you can also be like, oh, it's alcohol poisoning. Or actual poison, haha. What do you think, Gloomy?
I'm sure it's not gonna make that much of a difference once he's dead.
Fair enough. So first we
As
need to
long
get
as-
some poison.
As
Oh,
long as we
or
make
drugs.
it quiet enough that your friend doesn't mind and everyone doesn't look too much into it.
First we
Then-
need to go check in with Basil.
Yeah, while you talk to your old buddy, I'll be down cooking up some good stuff. The best for our proud protectors of the law.
The best for them.
Yeah.
We are patriots after all.
Exactly.
Gloomy kind of looks from the one to the other and says, "Okay, then what am I gonna do?"
Sneaking the drugs in the room, I'd say.
How sneaky can you be?
I'm not bad.
Or how social can you be? Let me ask it like this. Would you
I'm
be able to
saying-
hold a conversation with him while you distract them, we just slip it in?
By the way, this
I
is like
think-
this is the cheat sheet if you ever can. I always rely on this shit. If you ever want to.
I think people like me just
Oh,
enough.
nice.
Gloomy, you
Oh.
could probably just tear this man's soul apart if you really wanted. Just reminding of how scary you can actually be.
Yes, but they're not asking me how scary I can be. They're asking me if people like me. And Gloomy wants to be liked, but he says, well, I could try to slip it, but maybe
No, you don't have to slip it. You just have to distract him.
I can distract him.
And anybody else can slip it in.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
Alright.
Perfect then.
Sounds like a plan. So I go up to the brothel to talk with my best friend
Yeah,
and ask
give
him.
me like a
Yeah.
second
No worries.
so I can remind myself how the. Yeah, but because now basically the kind of like the score phase of the game begins, and just kind of like determine how good you have it at the beginning.
Yeah. While he's doing that, I will be cooking up some drugs. I know the equivalent of cocaine.
Now,
up and
before the score, all of you have to kind of like choose a loadout, light, medium, or heavy. That indicates how many items you can have. Light as just nobody will notice. Medium. Heavy, you're just armed to the teeth.
Yeah.
So if you want to sneak in and not appear like you're there to like murder people, light is usually the best one.
Yeah, we're not here to fight the security.
Which one? Because I click add item, but it's just a list of the items here.
No, you see above, like above that, it says loadout 0 out of light.
Yeah.
So it's light
Oh.
by default, yeah. This just indicates how many items you can have. Light means between 1 and 3. So you can use up to 3 items
Oh, okay.
during the entire thing.
All right. So
Yeah,
just
and the number in parentheses is the amount.
yeah. I was just gonna
Yes.
ask. Yeah.
So if you ever need like one of the items in that list, you'll just add it then, but not before, right? This is just indicating
Okay.
how many things you can use. Now I believe there's a spot on the sheet.
Oh, you can have a
I'm
hunting
reading
pet.
I'm reading the items. Give me a second. Ectoplasm. Fine spirit mask.
Are
Arcane item?
they like class bound, or does everybody have the same?
There's like some that are specific to you, and there's some that everyone has. Most
okay,
most
okay.
of them everyone has, but there's like 4 or 5 that are yours specifically.
What the fuck are the items?
If you click the loadout,
Out there, and
add
see it.
items, and just
Just,
and if
oh,
you-
this big boy list.
yeah, and if you hover over the prompt, it will even tell you what it is.
If the item has 0 in parentheses, does that mean I can just take it for free?
Yes, it means it has no weight. Some things are just small enough that they don't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can just like load up on the zeros.
Yeah, but again, you don't need to just put them there unless you just use them. Otherwise,
Yeah, I'll just grab my 2 chemical supplies, my bandolier, my blowgun. You know, not like I'll need the fucking blowgun. Well, not like I fucking need the bandolier.
Tinkering.
Yeah, probably for only for transport the bandolier, I guess. Yeah, not I'm going into battle here.
Fine spirit mask.
not familiar with this one, so. Oh.
Yeah, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, you just have a. You just have a random coin in your stash. Mac.
What?
It's just a random coin in your stash.
Am I? Oh, what do you mean?
The yellow square.
I thought it was my stash. Oh fuck! I thought it was like the inventory. Oops.
No.
That's
That's where you mark money. That's where it's not even money. It's just money you have stowed away.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, no, I thought it was the inventory. Yeah, I just picked the bandolier because you know for working and.
Tinkering tools is the stuff to like lockpick and stuff, right?
Yeah, it should You can hover over it and see what. There no button for really Foundry. Have like a maybe it has some. While we're waiting for Right to come back. Use this time to actually.
I want to see how alchemy works. Is there any special thing, or do I just say?
No, you can just get to describe.
No.
It's the fun part. Just a lot of flexibility.
Good, good, good.
That's right. All the factions have a logo. I'm gonna make a logo for
Yeah,
us.
we need. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say we should have a logo once we get big and strong.
Just manual. Um,
Apologies, I'm back.
yeah, no worries. I'll just roll manually for that one. So basically, at the start of each mission, there's like an engagement roll. You
Hmm.
can just kind of like dictate how good is your starting position, how well you have it in the beginning. And well, let's see. The amount of dice roll depends on how things are. So I would say the base is like 1 dice.
Hmm.
Is the operation particularly bold or daring? I don't think so. The plan does expose a vulnerability, so that's another dice. You are going to rely on friends and contacts, so that's another dice. And the target is not a lower tier, and I don't feel there's any district modifiers for this one. So I would say one of you has to roll me 3d6.
Okay, my rolls were dog shit today, so I don't feel blessed. Eri, you should be the first to roll.
Exciting.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Your
Evan.
first roll.
So it's a 3d6.
Yeah.
9.
Amazing.
2, 3, and 4. So the highest one is 4. So mixed results. It's decent. Not perfect, but decent.
Just in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the
you're
middle of the roll. Oh,
in a risky position. That's kind of like the default. Yeah, so the plan is for Gala to contact his friend for venom to prepare the actual poison.
By poison, I
And-
mean lots of drugs.
Yeah, and did Gloomy want to do something at the beginning, or? Oh, you have to like sneak it in, right?
Yeah. Though, do I have to sneak it in since? I mean, I thought Gala was going to talk to.
Think he's
The
gonna
boss.
just murder someone? That's your job.
Mm?
Because he's
Yeah,
not
maybe.
gonna like the shit out of you because he sees you there. It's not gonna take the heat for you.
Yeah, no. It's
Yes,
true.
someone needs to slip the
So,
drink.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
I-
I was gonna go ask Basil. So after a while, when Gloomy's gonna go have a conversation with him after he's like already a few drinks in, just to slip in a very certain, very specific bottle.
Yeah, so
Poison.
you make your way to the Ivory Flower. Buzz also hangs here quite often himself, so if he's not working, he is probably around here, as he is somewhat of a whiskey connoisseur, or some people misjudgingly call him an alcoholic.
Oh, there they.
Well, the prejudice, I understand.
As you walk inside, and you kind of like you recognize one of his men, and kind of like ask him. He'll direct you to one of the rooms in the back. As you kind of like walk in, Boz is just kind of like, you see like there's two whiskey bottles. One's already empty, one's halfway down. As he's just kind of like just kicking back, relaxing, maybe reading one of the most recent newspapers. As he like glances, sees you walk in, and it's like, if it isn't my favorite person in this shithole. Come, have a drink with me.
I will gladly say yes, and I sit down next to him.
So, how's the place treating you?
Good, good. Made some new friends already. Looks nice. I feel like this is a step in the right direction. For once.
Yeah, we'll see if you think the same about a couple of months in. But
I'm excited to find out.
I'll pour you a glass
And
of whiskey.
I take a swig of the whiskey. Ah, burns nice.
Yeah, this is the finest batch you'll find around here.
It's the finest, also the most murky.
Listen. I have friends in the Ministry of Preservation. They lose stuff for me all the time. It's fine. Don't get
Yeah,
this shit on the counter.
Very fair. You won't hear me complain. So actually, while I was here, while we're having this drink, I have a job to do. But I was just thinking, what is the possibility of somebody giving somebody something very specific?
Wow. Listen, man. You have to be a bit more specific. I'm not one for sort of talk, sort of fancy talk.
Well, fancy talk is a lot to say. We're just looking to slip something in somebody's drink while they're visiting, having fun at the Ivory
Mm.
Tower. Nothing that hasn't happened before. Nothing that will not happen again. It happens all the time. It might be just this specific guy that you're targeting this time.
Not that difficult if the right people don't look and don't question you too much.
Okay, sounds perfect. So how should I go on about this?
How much problems am I gonna have to deal with?
And not necessarily any. It just depends on what happens afterwards. With the guy.
Without lying to your friend, damn. Don't worry about
I'm not
it.
lying.
Just the corpse was fine.
I'll say this, again, Gala, you know that killing in this town, that's a big no-no. So you also plan on disposing of the body.
I would say yes. No?
Okay, then yeah. He'll
Yeah.
say, he'll try and say, well, that's fine with me. Then let me
So you
know.
all
Let me know who not to look at, and I'll let
not look at them.
let my boys know.
Yeah, no worries. Like we will take care of everything. We already have a guy who's gonna be taking care the moment he's out. He will basically be his best friend at the time and the best friend afterwards. So don't worry about that. Like I said, just a nod in the right direction. Just look away and done.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Have at
Cool.
it. Hopefully, is nobody I know. Not
Nah,
Chuckle.
depends on who you know.
Okay,
Like I know you, and you
I'll
know a lot of people.
yeah, I'll rephrase that. Well, nobody that I like.
Yeah, fair enough. I know you. You don't like anybody. You barely like me.
Ah,
And I take another swig of the
yeah.
whiskey.
As he'll toast to that. Meanwhile, Crawford, you are in the workshop making this stuff up. Let me see. Project out. Living your. Well, the time for the first actual skill roll. What kind of skill do you want to use for this one?
A tinker, of
Yeah,
course.
works.
I'll use my ability Alchemist to add +1 to result level.
Yeah, it'll basically make whatever you that much more potent.
Yeah, I'll be making a bunch of drugs, you know. So I'm basically as the alibi for what happened and the poison. Or I'll see what the result is. Technically, I think I need to find out what I can make.
We're trying to create like some sort of drug that's just gonna
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
look like he OD'd, more or less.
Yeah. Basically, the equivalent of coke. This was cocaine.
I'm getting flashbacks from the Doom game.
What do you mean? Where do they make drugs in the Doom game? There was poison, but position risky. There we go, standard.
Yes. And
Do I add the modifier from the thingy or just
not to the roll, it's to the result.
to the result? All right. Partial success.
Yeah, so when you what's it? So if you look at the action rolls, right? There's the effect, right? It has like items can be like less normal or even greater, depending on certain factors, right?
Where the fuck are the actions again? Action roll.
I did post the cheat sheet, so it's kind of like to the top. It's like the first one.
I see. Thank you.
So buffing the effect just buffed the overall effectiveness of this thing. You got a partial success. Yeah. Listen, you did it to your best ability. This thing will do the job.
Alrighty.
Now, everything is set up. Now just Gloomy has to go and actually slip it in. Right, Gloomy?
For that, can I also talk with Gloomy?
Yes.
Perfect. I go up to Gloomy. Gloomy, okay, so do you know what to say and what to do?
Well, I thought I was supposed to distract the man.
Yes, you are going to distract him, but also you gotta take care of the body when he's falling asleep forever. Like, distract him, talk with him, become friends with him, and when he goes in the internal sleep, hug him. I'm like, oh, you're so drunk, ha ha ha. I'm gonna help you out of this ivory tower, so we can dispose of the body. Does that sound like a plan? Is that a possibility? While you're talking with him, I'll slip the drink in.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, if we're already gonna take the body, you know what? Oh, okay, man. You know what you're doing, I think. So I just distract him. I become his best friend, and then I take. How fast does this poison act? Is he gonna like instantly die? Cause
That's up to Crawford.
I mean, I can just like drag him out, but it's easier if he's like still alive.
we-
It's not instant effect. It's
Because I'm saying if I drag a fucking dead body out of the brothel, it's gonna look hella suspicious.
It's not an instant effect. You'll first go sleepy. You'll notice you'll grow weak before entering a coma from which you'll never wake.
Yeah, we don't want to cause a scene.
You will not drop. You will not drop dead instantly.
Starts coughing up blood and foaming
Yeah.
at the eyes.
Yeah, no. You know, you grow weak and sleepy.
Okay, then
At least
where
that's
will you
the
meet me
intent.
outside? Where should I take it? Take him, I guess.
That's a good question, actually. Do you have any idea what to do? Like drop it in the water?
Yeah, I mean bodies
Mhm.
will do happen to find their way to canals.
Yes, stumbled outside the door, fell over the fell over the
And
railing.
drowned.
And gloomy. There's people who might be interested in that body, though.
I was just
same.
thinking about that.
I feel like this is the call you can make, Gloomy. Like, do you want to take it, preserve the body, or do you want to get rid of it?
Yeah, like Grunt.
Hmm.
What kind of use would the body have, and like what kind of people would I
For
know
you?
that would?
Nothing.
Yeah, because I deal mostly in spirits, I think, not really.
But
with-
there's people who might need. Well, when I say people, that's a very liberal use of the term. There might be individuals interested in a meat suit.
Sounds disgusting.
Is this my friend? My little
No,
bestie?
no. Satara has no need for such petty tricks. There are others much weaker than her that might benefit.
Okay, what would Satara think about this, though?
Maybe
Would she care?
you should talk to her. She doesn't. Why would
Yeah,
she care?
I don't know. Competition?
That's funny.
Be always polite to your demonic overlords.
Do I know Satara is a demon, by the way, or is she just my friend?
Pretty much know she's obscenely powerful and has a control over darkness that puts pretty much everyone else you know to shame. You don't know the exact extent of her powers.
I think you're cutting out a bit, Grunt.
I said you know she has a supernatural control over darkness to the point where she's the most powerful thing you've ever seen, but you don't know the exact extent of her powers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fair enough.
Just find it hilarious that you think she has competition. Just that was me out of character. It's fine.
I know. It's just. No, I think we're just gonna drop it in the water a bit further away. Actually,
I'm gonna eat it.
I'm gonna
That's-
eat it.
Consume the
Why?
flesh.
Funnily enough, that's like a possibility.
Listen, the spirit ones exist for a reason. Let them deal with it. Their job.
Yeah, that's the thing though. The ghost will come in very soon to haunt the shit out of you. So, and it will not be a pleased little ghost.
Ah, well, that's what Gloomy's for.
That is true.
That is your job.
indeed. Can't I catch it and put it in a bottle?
You can do that as well.
A genie in a bottle. Let's go. And then we throw it again in the water.
Why? It's so valuable. You can sell it. You can
Yeah.
use it.
Just to fuck
Mm.
around.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna. Yeah, Gloomy says, no, I think I'll just. We'll take it a bit further away, and surely he will be too out of it to get out of the water. And I'll just take care of the ghost myself.
Okay.
All right, then
Sounds
let's
like
give this man one last high before he goes down. As a ghost, I wouldn't be angry. That's a good way to die.
Wait, then let me change my loadout.
Don't need to. Only check them when you use them. Like don't
Oh,
check them
I thought
beforehand.
you were-
Just, no, you never add items unless you like actually when you use them. That's when you add them. Never before.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to
No.
set it up before the
Nope.
mission.
I fucking
That's
sleep
the
OT,
whole
so-
point. There's little to no prep required. You just need to have a vague idea of what you're trying to do. Everything else can be adjusted retroactively.
Okay. I'll just delete them all then. Okay. What's it gonna be tonight?
We can go. I would say you go to one corner of the ivory tower. I'll go to the other one until we notice the guy.
I mean, tonight in the sense that the first night that we get that he's there.
Well, this is like happening over a couple of days, so yeah.
Mhm.
You can just hang around. He will eventually come.
All right, let's go hang out then.
So yeah, you head out to the Ivory Flower, and as you wait a bit, eventually you do spot him, very trying to disguise himself, but you know what you're looking for. So the Lamplax won't really pay any attention to you, as you've already discussed this with Baz. So. And like left alone, and as you see him walk in and approach one of the working girls, very sheepish, very shy. There he is. Feel free to enact whatever plan you want.
Is he having a drink right now?
He is talking with one of them, probably trying to buy their services, and you get the sensation he's like ashamed to be here and kind of like wants to get this somewhat out of the way before he like just retires to one of the side rooms.
All right. I would
Well,
signal to Gloomy to go in. While I'm just in the
Well-
corner, just watching them.
I'm just gonna like interrupt.
Yeah, just have fun. Just be like, oh, what are you in here for? Ha ha ha.
I mean, the same reason everyone else is.
Don't ask me, ask him.
Oof. Okay. I guess, yeah, I can do it. Yeah.
Yes, you can. You can do it. I'm proud of you.
Gloomy kind of goes to the bar to get himself a drink first. Oh my god, this is gonna go so bad. I already know it.
So pessimistic. I believe in you.
As he kind of does as Gala said, and he approaches the Mr. Carter, I think was his name,
Yes.
taking a sip and looking around, and approaches and says, well, what a night, right? Nothing better than a drink at the end of the day. Isn't that right, sir?"
He kind of like glances in your direction, says, yeah, no, yeah." It's like, he's like, kind of like waves and then like starts going off to the side room with the lady.
Gloomy looks back a bit back towards not to Gala, but like, well, I imagine the young lady caught your fancy.
Like looks back at you and just kind of like nods. Yeah. Oh. It's getting like, God, you can see this from across from Crawford. You can see this as well. The man's kind of like getting spooked a bit. Gala, you realize you actually like. You can tell that this man is he's clearly trying to be unnoticed, and the fact that Gloomy is just randomly paying attention to him is not working favors for you.
Not working. Okay. Can I go up to Carter? I'm like, oh, hey, sir. I'm sorry. Is this guy bothering you?
Oh no! I'm just no, it's quite all right. Thank you for the concern.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure that everybody's here, okay, having a good time, because that's the last thing we do. We want to make people nervous or anything. Just relax. I'm sorry about this. Well, how about a drink on the house?
You know
And I give
what?
him a drink.
That is that's a sway roll if I ever seen one.
That was the plan. That was the plan all along. I see. The setup for for Ghana. Gloomy serves this part.
Era, you sent literally the most unsettling person of the
I
group to distract.
Remember,
this
if you take like 2 extra stress, you gain a +1 dice to the roll.
I'll do that then. So it's a no. My sway already has 2 dots, so I
Yes.
just roll it and then I do plus 2s.
Yeah, +1.
A plus 1.
A
Damn.
critical
I don't even
success.
need it. I don't
Yeah.
even need it. Ah,
Damn.
critical success. Let's
Damn,
go.
you just disarmed this man completely. Like, he inspires so much confidence. He's like, okay.
Hand on his shoulder. You're gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. You're confident, man. You can do this shit.
Yeah, no, you realize, God, he was worried that Gloomy was part of some sort of investigation scheme on his behalf. But we're seeing you clearly belong here. You clearly are part of the scenery. You blend in perfectly. He's like, okay, I got worried there for a second.
But you know what? Don't worry about it. Here's the drink on the house. And you know what? Get into conversation with each other. Just hang out a little bit. I feel like the people who come here are actually good people. Right, good
Yeah.
sir? And I point at Gloomy.
Well, of course, in a fine establishment like this, how else could it be?
Exactly. Just get to know each other a little bit more. In a bit, I'll get you another drink. For now, just enjoy each other's company. And I go back to my corner.
I also kind of nod and go back to the bar.
Yeah, he'll. When you give him the drink, do you like that's when you slip the poison? Like when?
The poison, yeah.
Yeah, so he'll just take the drink, go with the woman in the side room. How long are you gonna wait though?
Well, we can't wait too much because if the poison starts affecting him with the woman in there, then that's gonna cause a mess. So Gloomy kind of looks back at.
Well, I mean, Crawford did say it's a long-acting one. Shouldn't be instant.
Yeah, I think like at least like 30 minutes before it starts
Yeah.
before symptoms start showing.
I'm gonna assume this guy can't have sex for more than 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I also kind of
Yeah.
working on that assumption.
Yeah.
Okay, unless he has
Aha,
fucking
that's
performance-
your failure then. You
Yeah.
never knew.
Oh no!
unless he has performance
Bradley's
anxiety in the foreplay.
Bradley's nickname is the Stallion. In fact, it's just
No, mine. I think more like he has performance anxiety. He just fucking waits for 30 minutes. He's
Oh.
shy.
after like 5 minutes.
He comes out sweating and tired.
Both of you see the woman actually walk out, half dressed, looking very distressed, as she immediately rushes towards like one of the kind of like the guards, the lampblacks. Something went wrong. You immediately know it.
Can I interrupt the woman? Like go in between before
Yeah.
she goes?
Yeah, you can catch her before she gets to.
Yeah. I just like just like the most inconspicuous kind. I just like go in front of her like, don't worry, it's okay. I'll talk with Baz. You can just go on your day.
He. And she like just nods and like kind of like hurries like on one of the changing rooms.
I signal to Gloomy. Gloomy? Oh,
Yeah.
God. Take care.
I'm gonna get up. Try not to look too conspicuous as I head towards the room.
Yeah, as you walk in, you really think that Crawford give this shit way too much kick, as the man has like blood all over his mouth. He has died quite quickly and quite brutally. His face is just kind of like all the veins are just kind of like swollen before his inevitable death.
Oh man. I'm gonna try to clean the blood up a little bit from his face at least, because I gotta drag him out.
Yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, you can like just make sure he's not visibly bloodied. You know, the longer you spend, the more time it has for the ghost to pop back out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take off like my outer jacket and put it on him to cover him up, and I'll
Put him on your shoulder and like just
put him-
walk with
yeah.
him.
I'll put him in my shoulder, and is there like a back entrance to this brothel?
No, but there's a window. You wanna like toss him to the window.
Well, I can't take him out the front door like this.
Yeah, no, it will look very suspicious.
Yeah.
But for example, here's when you can have like a flashback, the mechanic. Now, what if you had the foresight to just maybe have someone around the brothel with like a cart ready to just, in case something like this happened, to just drag the body and just push you push the man out the window into the cart, and whoever has to pull the cart, they will dump him in the river. That would be a
Yeah.
cool thing, right?
Are you
What
gonna
kind of
allow us to do that?
creature this-
That's a core mechanic. But here's the catch: you have to take stress for it, and then you have to roll to see how successful you would have been in this endeavor.
Is that everybody or is it just Flavia's
No,
character?
just one. She doesn't need to do it. Any character can actually do this.
Oh, okay.
I would say this is more of a consort kind of thing, to just have these sort of contacts.
Yeah.
I would say it's a 2 stress flashback, so mark 2 stress on your sheet and then roll sway to see
What would I have to roll for this?
sway if you want to do it yourself. I don't know how good.
Nah.
That's not good at this.
Nah.
That's why I suggested Gala.
I will do it. right now. But I automatically take the 2 stresses, right?
Yes, that's an automatic thing. And if you wanna roll 3 dice instead of 2, you have to take another 2. So you have to push yourself before you roll.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Yes, I will do 3 rolls. But how do I put that in?
It should when you let me see, click the thing. It says
It's
modifier. and
modifier
just
+1.
+1, yeah.
Then I take what, 3 stress, 4 stress?
In total for this entire thing, yeah, 4 stress.
Yeah, 4 stress. All right, perfect. Oof.
Well, it's still a partial success.
Partial,
so,
yeah.
I'll say this. You don't really have money to pay this man, so you kind of like, it's like, I'm gonna pay you once I get paid, and you know how it is. Unfortunately, the carriage is there, Gloomy. It's just that the one he promised to pay probably got spooked or something happened. He is not there to drag the body away. So,
Okay.
luckily, you do have 2 accomplices on the outside that can do this. One of them can take the place of the man. It's just gonna take more time now. If you want to go and signal one of them to go. Should have just added a clock for this, but
That is true. Can I
I'm-
signal them in any other way without physically going? I don't really know how my powers work, but like, can I?
wanna mentally scar them? I mean, yeah, that's one option.
Fair enough.
What's a bit of necromancy between friends?
Exactly.
Right?
I'll just slap it here.
What's that?
That's a
Clock.
clock. Indicating how much time you have until the ghost pops back up.
Oh,
Wiping the blood, and now this is 2. So we're getting there. Can I like label this? I think I can. Prototype though. Actually,
I mean, if I know we were going to have a carriage, I didn't need to wipe the blood though. But it's fine. I'm gonna go signal them and not waste any more time.
yeah. Unfortunately, these are how complications.
Sag.
Sadness.
Oh, that's before the ghost arrives. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that is pretty quick. Holy shit.
Yeah. Why? Well, normally a Death Seeker Crow would have already like signaled the people, but like 15 minutes ago. But you have counter spells for that one, so no Spirit Wardens.
Would I have noticed the carriage not being there?
No, the carriage is there. The cart,
driver.
rather. It's just the
Oh,
driver
yeah.
has
Left.
well, yeah. Sometimes you have to pay them up front. In this case, you have no money, so
Yeah.
um
I would just I'll just go outside to check it up and notice that the guy is there.
fortunately you know because you're inside. Now, Gloomy, you can either go out and just like signal one of them, or you can roll an attune roll and just have some faint whispers. Might traumatize them a bit, but it's up to you if you even care.
I don't care. Traumatizing in this business, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna whisper.
Yeah, roll me an attune roll. And this is a controlled position. So even if you fuck
What does
up,
that mean?
controlled means it's not a stressful thing, right? Like you have some time. This is not a difficult thing to do.
Mhm.
Just roll with it, and I'll explain it as we go.
Can I also take 2 stress
Yes.
to get a dice? Because I want this to succeed. Attune modifier +1. Position controlled.
Yep,
Effect standard.
standard.
Okay.
There we go. Wonderful. So you have.
I love that. I love that it just says you do it. Full stop.
Yeah.
So as you channel your powers through the ghost field, what do you say? And who do you say this to?
Where was Venom supposed to be in all of this?
He is around. Like he is in the actual like brothel itself as well.
Then I'm gonna whisper it to him. And I'm gonna say, this is Gloomy. I got the body. The carriage is outside, but the man isn't. Can you go there right now?
Now, Venom, as you're just relaxing at the bar, thinking everything's going fine, just feel something like a cold sensation, just kind of like almost as if someone's just kind of like patting your shoulders, squeezing on them, as the room just feels much more heavy and tense. And then you hear some faint whispers that kind of like someone is just behind you saying these words. As you hear the message, but this is an unnatural sighting. This is something awful about it. This just shakes your being a bit. Take one stress. As
It had to be him.
you hear the message, though. Never knew Gloomy could be this terrifying, though.
Fucking alright, not piss off the ghost kid. Understood. Alrighty then.
Is Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Crawford will head out. What the fuck?
Yeah. Venom, you like just go with the flow, I guess, as you head outside, and you do see, in fact, the cart you procured, and no one's there, as Gloomy is pushing the body out the window. You can like take the cart, put it there, and between the two of you, you manage to place the body on it. Venom, you can only now hope to take it away and run from it before the ghosts eventually will come back. Am I cutting for everyone?
Slightly, very
Slightly, yeah.
Damn.
I think your like microphone sensitivity is too high.
It's the same for all the games, though. Let's see. Oh no, never mind. It's just. Is it better now?
Yeah.
I can hear the background.
Yeah, that's the problem.
No, that's okay. No, that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't bother at all.
The music covers it anyway.
Yeah, well, Venom, you just take the body, I guess. Yes or no?
What? What?
Do you
Venom
take the body?
goes-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you
Hatch
taking
took
it?
your bare feet.
Yeah, probably slightly further away from the bar and just then dumping it in the river.
Yeah.
Slightly going around the corner to the fish market.
I think Gloomy would have said to take it in a bit of a remote place because the ghost is going to arrive soon, and we don't want that to happen.
Yeah, probably.
close.
Probably somewhere at the docks, whatever, like not
You
around the
think you
corner.
have the time to go to the docks? That's funny.
No.
Yeah, you just go across the bridge at the corner, and just fucking drop it off the river.
Okay. That's
Interesting.
Let the spirit warn you for them first, so it'll be fine.
yeah. So if you want to cross the bridge with a
I have a question actually.
Mhm.
Does the spirit of the dead person spawn on the body?
yes.
Okay, then
Gloomy
I
did
need
not
to
explain
there.
the lore. Yeah, Gloomy did not explain the fucking procedures to Crawford.
No, Gloomy, like knowing this, Gloomy would have
The
said that
lore.
I need to be there when the ghost appears. So as he dumps the body, he immediately rushes out of the room and comes to me. Like he
Um,
comes after you.
as yeah, I guess you both are outside now with the cart and the body. Kind of cover it up with a tarp. Where do you want to go? To measure distances on
Is
the map,
this
Flavia will shoot you. This is not
I
a.
just-
This is not a. You're gonna be like, well, how many meters
I'm
are
not
until the river?
I'm not measuring the distances. I'm just showing the trajectory where we're going. Is this a park?
Yeah, it's a park.
Then it's easier to hide in the park. So let's just go to the park, wait for the ghost, and dump the body in the water. Than staying in the fucking middle of
I'll
the
just
street.
roll a d6 and see how well you do.
Because it's literally across.
Okay. So
I hate walkways.
yeah, you rush with the body into the park. You manage to cross the street. As you find yourselves kind of like hiding in the underbrush. How do you want to like do it here? Like, what's the? Gonna find like a remote place and just wait for it.
I mean, I think we're gonna already dump the body here and get rid of it. Oh, wait, no, because if the body gets taken away by the river, then the spirit is going to spawn in the fucking river or
Yes.
something. So we need to wait for the ghost to appear before we
Yes.
dump the body.
Yeah, okay.
Then yeah, Seth is Yumi is gonna say, let's try to find a remote spot. Though if Gala were here, that'd be better.
I was just gonna ask, like, I would have noticed him
Yeah.
leaving without the body, so
You can follow as well.
yeah, I can follow you. Okay, perfect. I will follow. I will follow you.
So yeah, we're gonna hide with the body. Gala, can you keep away people if they try to come our way?
I'll try my best.
Three
Or-
people with a cart in the back of the park. Nobody's coming your way, and if people are coming your way, that's bad sign for you.
I mean, like Gala being a lookout. That's what Gloomy is saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So you wait another couple of minutes as you kind of like feel the ghost field start behaving erratically. Let's see. Yeah, you are not supernaturally terrified. So, yeah, who's sitting around for this? Is Venom gonna just fuck off? Because otherwise, this is freakish.
Venom is freaked the fuck up.
Yeah.
He was speaking
So
about really
I
about
would
this, like-
recommend you both just leave Gloomy alone with this shit, because otherwise you're just gonna incur extra stress.
Sounds good. I'm going away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they leave you alone
Still
with
on
the
the
body.
lookout. Still on the lookout. Yeah.
Yeah, they leave you alone with the body, Gloomy, and yeah, it won't just pop back up as the ghost is. It's angry. It wants to get vengeance. It wants to. The man that gave him the drink, the woman, somebody has to pay for this. As you can just kind of like see it, just kind of like its faint outline, as there's like a cold wind that just kind of like blows through the park. So yeah, feel free to roll me an attune roll to see if you can compel this thing to just obey you and not like immediately try to murder you.
Yeah, I am gonna take 2 more stress because
say,
I don't
yeah,
want to
it's-
die here.
Very important.
Risky.
Yeah, risky standard.
Okay.
Okay. Has well, you well, you exert your voice over it. You impose your will, and takes a lot out of you, but you manage to get it under control. It seems to, for now at the very least, obey your command.
Okay, then I shall take out. Is that a spirit bottle?
Yeah, I think you can have a. It's in the items list.
Yeah, a spirit bottle, and I'll tell it to get in right now. Don't I need to? Because there's like an item, like lightning hook. Do I need that,
A what?
or is that
No, I think it's
like
something else.
fine?
Uh, lighting. No. No, that's for like
Suitable for
for
grappling a spirit.
you don't need to grapple though. You can just obey it to go into your own shit.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you don't need to. You
I'm-
don't need to grapple it. You have done the controlling part already. Yeah, you produce the spirit bottle, and as it takes all you've got, just kind of manifest it into the bottle. Fortunately, this does physically is very taxing on you. Take one level of harm as the spirit just kind of like goes inside and you manage to seal the bottle shut. You can feel just your entire body has just completely exhausted itself. Your muscles hurt all over the place. It's a bit painful. So you can just type in one of the harm boxes at like level 1. I don't know, like spirit exhaustion or something.
Okay. Okay. Did we decide what to do with the card? Should I also put? I mean, I'm gonna push the whole card with the body in the water now. I guess.
Yeah.
Leave. No.
Evidence.
Well, somebody's gonna
Evidence.
find it eventually, but
Yeah, I'm gonna just push it in.
as you dump into the inky black water both the cart and the body, and keep the valuable parts.
Yeah.
As about 10 minutes later, you see Gloomy make his way back to the two of you, looking worse for wear, but alive.
Well, job's done. Time to get back to our base. I might need a drink after this, or 2, or 3.
I'm down with that.
There's a success.
A success indeed. As he pats his jacket where the vial is. The ghost won't be a problem.
Yeah, can you make me one promise to not capture my soul once I'm dead?
Oh, was that a laugh that I heard, Grunt? Did you laugh at me say
No,
ghost point?
and laugh.
I
This is a maniacal, evil chuckle. This is how terrifying Glooming is. I feel like it's. Yeah, I just captured his soul, keeping it in the
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah. Crow's a bit. He's not showed that much, but he's a bit like more careful about around Gloomy.
Listen, Crawford. This is why This is why the university just scoffed on this sort of.
Yeah, he doesn't like this.
because they're pussies. Because they're pussies. That's why. They don't have what it takes.
I just kind of nod and just go to the lair. What the fuck?
Well,
I have to ask, like, how how common is the ghost thing in the city? Because I imagine murders don't happen that often
No.
since it's such a no-no. But there must be ghosts around.
There's not. That's the whole point of the spirit wall, to just keep that shit out.
Yeah, if
Ah,
a ghost
okay.
pops up, the spirit won't show up to
Like,
knock you down.
people like you, they're scoffed upon, they're not well liked, everybody hates you. And people who deal with this sort of things like you, they're not, how should I say, publicly accepted. No, there's not like, oh, there's like a whisper at every corner. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, the
No,
spirit
I
ward-
understand.
Yeah, the spirit wardens knock down if a ghost pop, any ghost if they pop up.
I misunderstood, guys. Nobody gets me. I'm different from other men.
Yeah,
Yes.
you are just different. You are
You're a
just different.
snowflake.
You are very,
like
you're a very
the,
special, creepy snowflake.
the gondoliers basically dislike you already just because you're like, just because of who you are. Because they know
By the way-
you're gonna defile bodies and fuck with spirits.
Would
Oh,
spirits
well.
also become? Yeah, would spirits also appear if somebody dies of natural causes,
Yes.
or is it only?
No,
Okay.
natural causes as well.
That's why the spirit wardens are there on the death crows.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so as you mission successful, you go back, and well, as you do send a message to the noble lady that the job is indeed done. Oh. It was a
Woo!
successful job.
Mission success.
Well,
You-
the tutorial is complete,
You
guys.
do get 2 coins. Fortunately, no, the crows, the one that own this place, they want to cut off everything. Are you gonna pay them their cut to just maintain good relations with them? Or no?
Yeah, probably pay the tax, 1 coin for now.
Yeah, we
I was
might
just
as
gonna
well
say, yeah.
keep them
At least in the
happy.
beginning, yeah.
So
We got
then
2 coins in total, right?
Nope.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it'll be 1 coin that will be added to this crew stash.
Nice.
As yeah.
Humble beginnings.
Humble
Uh,
beginnings, yeah.
Yeah, no, Irmina is happy with how everything went. And there's more jobs to come in the future. Bigger jobs, better paying jobs. Now let's see. How as you also get some reputation from this, which is very important. If no one, there's people who know about this. You definitely involved a couple of people. So I'll say, I'll say like 2 rep
Nice.
for the job. As Bazo knows that something went wrong. Irina knows. People can like gossip. The blue coats know like, hey, this guy that was very zealous is now missing. Damn. What could have happened to him?
Poor Bazo. We fucking ruined one of his rooms.
No, because you did clean it. It would have been bad for him if you just left the body there. He would be like,
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
But like this, he doesn't have any sort of issues.
I'll buy him a bottle of whiskey.
You'll celebrate with him.
Exactly.
Now, let's see. I would say this is 2 heat because you contained it pretty well. You don't gain extra heat for killing because you have that little nice buff.
Yeah.
And no extra heat because it's no hostile turf. You didn't fuck over with any other faction. Everything is fine. So listen, you are okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Now-
reputation is good. Like it's
Reputation allows you to increase your turf size, allows you to buy more shit. You basically
Oh,
become
okay.
more powerful.
People know us,
Yeah.
but which can be, but it's the only downside, I guess. Slight downside. People will know us.
Heat is something you wanna keep an eye on because the more it gets, the people will have worse responses to you. And if you get wanted levels, that's when they really start sending the cavalry after you. But right now you are more than fine. Now let's see. You do have 2 downtime actions, or each of you basically. Now you can do several things. You can train. You can work on a long-term project. You can remove some stress. You can reduce heat. There's a lot of options for you.
But we can choose 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 are free, and each coin you spend is another downtime action.
2 each or 2 for the whole group?
No, 2 each.
Oh,
That's good.
okay.
How many downtown actions would it take to get rid of stress?
So here's the thing.
I'm assuming it's not all gone.
It can, in fact, this is why this is so tough. Because when you recover stress, you make a roll, and you basically indulge into your vice, and that will remove a certain amount of stress. But the thing is, you can overindulge. If you overindulge, you also have bad stuff happening to you. So if you have too little stress and you roll and you overindulge, you get fucked over. So it's kind of like a balancing act. You only want to reduce stress when it's high enough, or you like hopefully roll good enough.
Okay.
Let me see
So
if I can
I
find.
have 4 stress. If I roll 5, I overindulge. How does it work?
Yeah, more or less. It's the TLDR. I don't. Let me see if I can find the actual. Downtime, vice, stress relief. So there we go. So you basically overindulge. If your vice roll clears more stress levels than you have, Mark, you overindulge. When you overindulge, you make a bad call of your vice. You can either attract trouble, which will give you an entanglement, which is like a bad thing for everyone. You can brag about your exploits. You gain extra heat for the entire crew. You literally just get lost. Your character just vanishes a couple of weeks. Play a new character.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Or you get tapped, and the current purveyor of your vice just cuts you off. So you have to find a new vice, which will require an actual like long-term project. So yeah.
Damn, that's pretty harsh. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, that's life is tough in Dustful. So up to you.
Just to be sure, what do we roll? Get rid of stress? Is it 1d10?
No. So basically, you roll your worst attribute rating,
I got a lot, so it's okay.
and you clear the stress equal to the highest dice result. But I think you can just click on the stress thing on the sheet.
No, it just completely clears it. Yeah.
Well, then yeah, manually speaking, I think insight is your. No, it's either insight or prowess.
It's gonna be insight, yeah. Because insight in total, I only have like 1 dot, and the other ones I have at least 2 or 4.
No, you look at kind of like wide, not depth. So you have 2 in resolve, 1 in prowess, 1 in insight. Because it only counts the skills you have the first dot in.
Okay.
But yeah, you can roll insight or prowess, and we'll take the highest result. In which case, well,
I will roll insight then. Swing. 1.
Yeah. So you clear 1 stress.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, I only
Uh,
have 1 stress. Yeah, I'll just have normal drinking amount, not the. Not the
yeah, I
effing
have 4. I'm also gonna try. Damn, this is so fucking scary.
It's story. It's the story stuff happens.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Success!
Did
You
you just
indulge!
Critical success.
Yeah, you overindulge. Congratulations.
I have indeed overindulged.
I'll let you choose. You want attract trouble, brag?
I can choose.
Yeah. I'm just that nice.
Aw.
So which one were they? Attract trouble, brag,
Get
cut
lost or get cut off from your purveyor, yeah.
Your vice is weird.
Yeah, you're into like occult stuff.
The other cultists go like, "Damn, you're weird." You'll
Even
bitch,
they
you
are-
reflect-
too,
bitch,
too
you reflect-
extreme. Even for us.
Oof, I think what's that? Brag? I don't think he would brag. I think it's just going to be attract trouble. Because like what happens if I get lost? Do I just like play another character?
Yeah, you have to play that under character. You do in fact just temporarily retire the.
Yeah, no, mix. Well, sorry guys. I guess I attract trouble.
You were a bit weird. Okay, it's okay.
I am a bit weird indeed.
You were scared. Krav is creeped out by you. You would not mind. I think, fuck, he's gone.
Actually, give me.
It's fine. I'll use all the stress next game. Clear the trouble. I'm sorry.
Then you'll roll on recovery 1.
So I guess during the job, the best thing is to finish the job with at least 6 stress.
Yeah, you want to keep it somewhere in the middle, so you can.
Around 4 probably. 4 is a good number
But
usually.
also, if the lowest skill set you have still has 2 dice,
Hmm?
how does that work?
No, what?
Like if my lowest thing was prowess and I had 2 dice in prowess, does it roll both of them and keeps
No.
the highest?
So yeah, if you have, so let's say you have 1 in prowl right now. You